When I was invited to speak, I asked IG if he saw trendy video of thugs in Lagos. Inibehe F. Young speaks. Ahead of a forthcoming nationwide protest in August, human rights lawyer Inibehe F. Young is taking to his official X account on Tuesday to explain the outcome of a virtual meeting that he attended. According to the lawyer, the meeting was organized by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to ensure the planned protest is peaceful. Inibehe Effiong said other people who attended the meeting include Force PRO Muyiwa Adejobi, Femi Falana San Adegboruwa San, and many others. Inibehe Effiong stressed that when it was time for him to speak during the meeting, he asked the Inspector General of Police if he saw trending video of some thugs in Lagos threatening to unleash violence on protesters, but the IGP failed to address the question. When I was invited to speak, I asked the IGP specifically if he was in circulation showing, if he saw the video that was in circulation showing some thugs in Lagos threatening to unleash violence on protesters and warning people not to join the protest. I asked him if he would direct the Lagos State Commissioner of Police to arrest the said thugs to serve as a deterrent to those. The IGP sadly did not address this particular question, despite that he was reminded of my question by other participants. See, I said it. If you want this protest to be peaceful, you're going to have a peaceful protest. But if you want this protest to turn into revolution where everywhere will be red, human skulls will be everywhere. This thing I'm saying. Then it is in their hands, I've said it. 2012, we held a protest. No gunshot was fired. Tear gas was not used. A lot of people. In fact, it was like a carnival. Imagine you having a protest and it is carving out. Why? Because the person there understands communication, understands human empathy. These people put me in here. I am responsible for them. I will not do this to them. But what do you have in this Agbado government? What do we have? We have people coming out to threaten protestants. Oh, for goodness sakes, we have people coming out to come out and protest against protesters. People who are, that is what I'm saying. If you are among those who you were hired to protest against protesters, you are paid and you do it. It's already bad for you that you have to take money from people who have soiled their hands and to harm people. It is already a curse on you already. But if you want further curse, if you want your lineage as they say to the first generation, Abi, for inside Holy Book, Bible, but your own it will be your 10th generation. Then no fit move forward. They will continue to be doing that with their soul and go, they buy them, they go like that, they go like that, they go. This one I'm saying is not a matter of the universe will return to you the exact energy you give out. I just make I remind you now. If you want this protest to go peacefully, you don't want to have any shenanigans activities, then behave like a government. Behave like them. Allow the people to protest. In fact, let the security operatives be behind the people to protect them. Tell the security operative to arrest and to, deal decisively with anybody who is going to come and want to, bring violence to these people, because these people are going to do a peaceful protest. And when I mean peaceful protest, they are going with their placards. They're not coming out with guns. They're not coming out with knives, except you want them to come out with. They're not coming out with guns or knives or whatever. They are coming out with their placards, their marker, their crayons or whatever, and their cardboard sheets, and their t-shirts and shoes and whatever, and their phones. They're not coming out with any other weapon, except you want to declare that, okay, there's a war. Then you tell people to go and, legalize arms, and so let us get on with it so that this will become a revolution. It is very simple. It is very simple. If you want peace, you have to give it. You don't demand for peace when you bring violence. That is not, it does not work that way. You don't demand for peace when all you give is violence. You don't demand for peace when all you give is threat. Because I will always say, there will always be somebody who is bigger than you, whether you're doing the right thing or not. If you're somebody who you are big on giving, you get to receive, you get to see somebody who gives more than you. If you're somebody who is big on giving chaos, you get to see somebody who gives chaos, who eats chaos, who is chaos himself or herself. So the government should choose wisely. Whatever they try to do, they should think about it very well. So that when they get a reaction, they know that it is the action they have given that is giving them their reaction. So if the government wants peaceful protest for the next 10 days, and it's not just the peaceful protest too, people are not protesting for protesting. I hope the government knows that they have to show workings to say that, okay, we did not waste our time outside. Because if the government does not show workings in the next 10 days, they will extend it to 20 days. They will extend it to 30 days. They will extend it to 40 days. They will extend it to 60 days. They will extend it to 100 days. The government should be aware. So this is not just about coming out to protest. You must show workings, not cho. At this point in time, I've said it severally, we don't want to hear what the government have to say anymore. We don't want to hear, have patience. No, scratch that. We don't want to say, it is 1 year, scratch that. Because when you were getting yourself SUVs, brand new SUVs, bulletproof SUVs, you did not say, oh, let's have patience, there's no money in our coffers. When you were building house, what billions of naira for the VP? For one person, one. You did not say, oh, there is no money, let us cut down on the cost. No. When they were sending emails, prayers to the emails of a House of Reps members, of the National Assembly members, they did not remember that we don't have money. So please, the energy the government give is the enemy will return it to them. And if they bring another bad energy towards us, we're going to return it to them as well. It is very simple. If they're like, may they hide their children under the rock, any energy they give back will locate their children. Whatever you do to another person, if another person pick it, will come back. The universe will I love the universe. It will return it back to you, no matter how long it will take. But this one is not going to take long. It's going to be, as you give bass, you get boost. Do you understand? So if the police like making advert the question, making run away from the question, the thing is, if the government do anything, go senior. It is simple. So the government should behave well. If you want to tell them behavior, you as the government behave well first of all. Except these people have come out to say they are going to come and loot. But as far as they have not come out to say they are looting, after all, they are hungry. They are coming out to say they are protesting peacefully. Everybody have been stating it that they want to protest peacefully. Then you have no right as the government to come out and you give violence and demand for peace. Peace can only reign when justice, fairness, and decorum are applied in the reign of a government. Gone are the days that monkeys alone will be walking and baboons will be eating. Exactly. That is what we are having today, and people are saying we're not having it again, and you want to bring violence to them just because they started to demand for their rights. They started to come out and do things that they would have done before. Come on. Protest is a right by law. Peaceful protest can only be served in societies that have high moral and intellectual capacities, not in our chaotic dysfunctional climate. The plain truth is nobody in their right senses can rule the element of violence in any protest conducted in any part of Nigeria. The government on their part need to practically address the remote and immediate causes leading to the face-off with the masses. No pretensions, no palliative, no maneuvers, only peace. Peace can only reign when the government wants. Exactly. So if the man like making avoid the answer from now to tomorrow, the thing is the government will give what they will get what they give. Capiche? Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.